Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to another crazy Ewok stream. I actually messed up here right off the bat. Let's put in the new chat, I guess. So yeah, every stream, this chat has a different URL, so I have to change it every single time, which is probably good because you probably don't want the old chat to linger, right? So a little bit annoying on my part, but it's probably for the best. But I'll also hide it since nobody's in chat right now, especially since I started. Okay, we're back in Guild Wars today. Over the weekend, usually I play Ender Magnolia over the weekend, but over the weekend, I guess I was a little bit busy with IRL stuff, and I guess I drank like too much caffeine, so I didn't sleep very well on the Sunday that I normally like open up some time to stream. I was like passed out so, because I couldn't sleep the night before because I drank too much caffeine. I guess I'm getting old, and I guess I don't drink as much caffeine as I used to, so that stuff can keep me up all night now. So yeah, I was really restless, and by the time like around noonish yesterday, I was just like passed out. Passed out till like, I don't know, like 4 or 5, and then after that I was like, I'll eat something and start a stream. But then I started a stream, and then I realized I have lots of like backed up chores and stuff, and I started working on all that stuff. Like I gotta get all the dishes washed, and I gotta do my laundry, and I gotta vacuum and then stuff. And I'm like, oh man, after all that was said and done, I was like, okay, I don't think I have the energy to stream anymore. So I ended up just playing this game. Actually, I ended up just log in. Let's log into the game. I ended up just doing some exploration. We are here in the Chantry of Secrets. As you can see, I have Yatendi Canyon explored as best as I can, and also Vetendi Valley explored to the best of my ability, which this like side area here, you guys see where my mouse is? Yes, you can. I've actually never been to this area before. There was a quest from a guy that was like around here that literally you just escort him to like here. And I was like, I have no recollection of this place. This place is completely new to me. And now the crazy thing is, Yanner Market actually has an exit out to this side. So this outpost is kind of interesting because they have 2 exits to the same map, but each exit is in like, it's kind of like separated. It's not like, I guess you can't see it from here, but in T-Hark Orchard, I think it's also the same thing where you can exit out from one way and the other way, but then they both lead to kind of the same place. I guess we've came across that instance in the Grand Court of Selbelka a bunch of times where the starburst tells me to go out one side, but it was actually easier to go out the other side to reach where I wanted to go. But yeah, this one is like 2 different directions to the same map, but they're in 2 really disconnected. Like you have to, if you leave out here, I don't even know if you can see. Maybe I should use the U map instead. So this is Yanner Market. What was it called? Yeah, Yanner Market. So wait, let's go back. Yanner Market. If you go out from here, you have to walk all the way up through here. So this little like stream river is not traversable. So you got to walk all the way up here, up here, up here, up here, across this like bridge, across this bridge, all the way here. All this water is not traversable. So you got to move all the way here, around here, through this bridge, just to loop back to here. So yeah, they're like really, really separated. So yeah, I'm surprised they didn't put more quests where it kind of highlights that fact, where maybe there's like a guy here or something that you can talk to. So it's best to go out this way. But then, of course, when we did the Norgu quest that led us to here, it was better to go out this way since it's a shorter path. So I don't know. Maybe they had ideas like that, but then they kind of scrapped it. I don't know. Who knows? All these things during development. But yeah, I've explored this. There was a Necromancer boss, I think, over here, which I capped. I think it was a death magic. Wait, no. No, it was a curses. I capped this. Corrupt enchantment, which I don't know. I don't think I want to use. I'm still using Icy Veins. Icy Veins still seems to be most comfortable. And oh yeah, and if you notice, I have Lightbringer's Gaze, which someone in chat last time mentioned that I would have access to this now, so I grabbed it. And I also noticed that while I was here, I grabbed it from this guy, Lightbringer ranks guy. I noticed that there's a guy down there with an exclamation mark over his head. So yeah, last stream I was saying like I wanna take a little bit time, chill out a little bit, and do more quests in this area. I don't know, after doing the map exploration here and here, I didn't really see too much. And I don't know, I really feel like moving on. I don't know why. I'm just really eager, I guess, really excited to get into Desolation, because a lot of like the story is gonna come to fruition. Like going into here, Varesh is gonna be more prominent, kinda sorta. A lot of the stuff that we've talked about in like Bobby and Korna and Istan kind of all like culminates to this place. And we get to move on to like, I wouldn't say a last arc, probably a second last arc of this whole thing. So I don't know, I'm like super excited for that for some reason at the moment. And I just want to like forget about, because there's like cool stuff about like all the merchant princes and stuff. I think there's a bunch of quests in this area here. But at the same time, like having to go here and then grab the quest and do it is a little bit of a pain to do on stream, I think. So even though we get more information about this library and everything, I don't know if that's too fun to have to like watch me fight my way through just to grab, and probably fail, because there's one quest here that I failed multiple times before on my Paragon when I tried to like do as many of the quests as I can. You essentially have to defend this place from an attack, and the attack is insane. It's like the most mob density I've ever seen in the game in terms of like enemies. Of course, I'm speaking from a perspective of someone who hasn't really done a lot of end game type content, like in the Domain of Anguish or in the Underworld. Actually, if I would have to compare, the mob density here is not as much as Urgoz's Warren. So Urgoz's Warren, I feel like, had pretty crazy amount of enemies to fight. And some places in the Isle of North is actually pretty dense with enemies as well. But yeah, this is one of the first areas, I guess, where I kind of encountered that kind of mob density. Yeah, and then Amtur the Amtur the Mighty, Metu the Wise. So Metu the Wise is here. That is Telcroira's father, I think. And Amtur the Mighty has a bunch of stuff here too, because this is his like fortress essentially. And yeah, Amphitheater, Boka's Amphitheater is where Prince Boka is. And this one, the quest here is mostly revolving around the theater. And I believe the follow-up quest to Norgu, like once you unlock Norgu, his follow-up quest is in this area, I believe. But I don't know, at this point, we have Crossing the Desolation, which a little bit of a preview more than a spoiler. It involves Palawa Joko, which is why they've teased him a little bit when we came here. When we exited here and Margaret the Sly and Master Whisperers told us to meet in front of this like statue. We got teased with Palawa Joko for a little bit. And when we did T-Hark Orchard, we got teased with Palawa Joko as well, with Turai Osa, and we had to do that play when we fought against the actor who's playing Palawa Joko. But yeah, today I feel like the thing I want to get done is this quest. I believe this quest is Palawa Joko related, or something adjacent to Palawa Joko. So I want to do that one, and then I want to push the primary quest, and I believe it should bring us to the Gate of Desolation. I don't know. There might be other steps in between, other like primary quests. So I don't know how far I'll get, but hopefully I'll be able to get to a mission and do it by the end of the stream. And then yeah, we'll see what's going on. I will continue to do a lot of these like exploration and stuff. I believe like up here, if you explore this place, you actually like go up here into this. I don't know. Maybe, but then this area here looks like kind of detailed out, but then it's covered in fog. But it looks like you can actually go here and reveal it. Like if you look at places that obviously don't have any traversable places, like somewhere here and these like vague sides, like even this river here is like very vague, so not a lot of detail even though it's fogged. I feel like because this place Looks like there's something here it could be explored, so I don't know. I'm curious. I'll probably do the exploration on my own time though. Was there anything else I did in between? I think that was about it. That was about the two. I was looking into costs, I guess. Let's put Margaret back, because her pet leveled up to max level, but I don't think I'm gonna chase the menagerie thing, because I feel like that's one of the reasons why I kind of got burnt out of Guild Wars 2, is because a lot of like convenient things kind of started added up and it didn't become convenient anymore. And I kind of foresee that menagerie thing being a thing like that, where, I don't know, the example for the guild, well, what burned me out Guild Wars 2 was like, every time you go into a map, there's like these resource nodes, and I'm always like, oh, I might as well pick that up because I might need it later. And then I pick up like the ore, I mine the ore, I pick up and gather the gathering resources, like, I don't know, like the flax seeds and whatnot. And then there's like the trees that you can like chop down for wood and stuff, and I don't know, that just bloats up a lot of the time. And on top of that, there's like the dailies. I think now they turned into the wizard's vault, but before it was just like dailies. And a lot of the new seasons, they added their own dailies. So like, let's say there was a section in the Alona, there'll be an Alona daily, and then you want to do that, and it's like, oh, I'm logged in, I might as well do the daily. Those are like really easy rewards, easy to do, easy rewards. And like, it all started stacking up. Like, I gotta do the daily, I gotta do, while I'm here anyways, I might as well pick up all the resources. Oh, I'm really close to this event, which if I do a bunch of these events, I get a bunch of karma, and karma is something I need all the time, right? Might as well stick around for this event. And then it's like, oh, the meta is on in this map right now, just in time, so I might as well stick around for the meta. And then I'd like log in wanting to play the story or something, and then end up playing for like an hour and a half, and then like end up not doing the story, and then feeling like, oh, if I do the story now, it'll go too late and I won't be able to pay attention, and then I stop playing the game. And then it was like that over and over again. So I feel like that's gonna be like what's gonna happen if I do the menagerie, because right now I've already kind of stopped doing the Embark Beach stuff, because I always felt like logging in, like before a stream I would log in and quickly do the stuff where you get the Zaishin coins and stuff, and like, oh, what's the mission? Is that quick? I'll do that quickly. Oh, what's the bounty? Is that quick? I'll do the bounty quickly. And right now I'm just like, oh, I kind of want to focus on what I think is fun, what I really want to do, and just like forget about all the I don't know what you call it, like live servicey incentives, daily incentives and whatnot. Even though, of course, I could use a lot of that stuff, and it would be nice to spend the time to do it, but unfortunately, I only have so much time in the day, and it's better spent actually like making progress in the story, making progress in these streams, and then I don't know. I feel like people would like to watch the story more than going through the motion of daily stuff. So yeah, I somehow selected myself. How did I do that? Apparently F is to select yourself. I wonder if I can turn F into a left click. Then it'll be almost like I am pressing F on people and talking to them. Oh wow. Okay, anyway, let's grab this quest actually. I'm kind of eager to use this skill just to see how it works. It seems like just a fire and forget skill, but it only seems to work on like Margonites. I'm curious if it works only on the demons and not the Margonites, but I just got it essentially like yesterday and I haven't used it yet, so hello Ayuinyum. The Order of the Whisperers need your help. We have devoted our lives to protecting the land and its people from mystical threats, including that of Abaddon. Most of what we know of the Gods of Secrets come from one of his creatures that we captured at great cost. Nearly 100 years ago, we interrogated this titan, Savio Prolium, and when he would no longer aid us, sealed him away in the tomb. During the recent storm, a great commotion was heard around the tomb. We need someone to go check on Savio Prolium, his tomb. If something has happened, we are in even more danger than that we thought. We are in even more danger that we thought. Maybe my brain corrected that properly. We are in even more danger than we thought. Be careful, for demons are appearing more frequently and may be seeking to free the Titan. If Savio Prolium, oh man, these names always trip me up, has escaped, there is no telling how dangerous the area could be. I'll investigate the matter. Right, brief introduction. Verify if the tomb of Savio Prolium is intact. Okay. Oh, interesting. They tell us to just straight up leave here. So as we know, it's here, right? That's the statue that we met Margaret the Sly and Master Whisper. So it'll probably be best if we just leave from the command post, right? Yeah. All right. Ooh, ooh. I think I might have moved my camera a little bit. That's why I'm not centered. Usually Link and Zelda is not cut off, right? Ugh. Have this cap that I put on my camera. Yeah, that's probably a little bit better. But yeah, it's not like an easy to put on cap. And I put it on. I think it's for privacy. I think it's the cap is like for privacy, but at the same time, I think it also keeps the dust off the lens. So that's why I put it on. But yeah, every time I do that, I'm like paranoid. I like move the camera a little bit. Mirror's here. I think this is for Crossing Desolation. Let's not do that yet. That's actually pretty funny that they both lead us to the same area, pretty much. Oh yeah, I also took so now I essentially took that one skill. Oh, what was it called? The curses. This one, Rigor Mortis. I took it off of Oleus and gave him another healing ability, so that if he uses Blood as Power, he can use Ghost Mirror Light to heal himself right away. Hopefully, he knows to do that. Alright. So, yeah. Savio Prolium's tomb. Monument to the defeat of Palawa Joko. The tomb has been breached. The Order of Whispers must know right away. What? What? It doesn't look breached to me. Is it because there's red coming out of it? Is that what dictates it being breached? Hello? Beware, here is entombed Savio Pro. The rest of the stone is destroyed. I wonder if this is supposed to change. But maybe I also have Crossing Desolation as well. So these are maybe conflicting. Interesting. This monument commemorates the defeat of Palawa Joko at the Battle of Jahai after 100 days of bloody battle. Churai Osa and his elite troops defeated Joko's undead forces of grey giants and undead centaurs. Yet despite attempts made with magic, blade, and even darker means, Palawa Joko could not be killed. Churai Osa's elite forces chained him by magic and bound him deep in the earth. Thus, the undead lord's defeat was complete, and Palawa Joko sealed away forever in a location kept secret by the Order of Whispers. Okay. I think this thing is supposed to have like a crack in it, right? I wonder if I like messed up because I have these two quests at the same time. Yeah, I guess that's all we need to do. Gotta go back to Chantry of Secrets. I guess we talk to this guy. I feel like that statue, like the model for it, should be different. If they're gonna straight up say like, there's a crack in it or whatever. The tomb has been breached. Or maybe it's, for some reason when I read breached, it sounded like there was a crack in it. Maybe that just means something else. Maybe the red glow from it is indication of the breach. It is as I feared. Not only has the descendant of our greatest heroes gone mad, one of the servants of Abaddon has escaped. This is grim news. Wait, not only has the descendant of our greatest hero gone mad. Oh, okay. He's referring to Varesh Osa, who of course is related to Turai Osa, and we just read the plaque that says Turai Osa defeated Palawa Joko in battle. So that's what he was referring to. This is grim news. This is grim news. Oh man, my reading is really bad today. Worse than normal. We will need to amass a force. We have been watching you for some time, Ayuanyum, and we know of your devotion to the people of this land. The Order of Whisperers will be calling on you again. Okay. I have sent word of your findings to my superiors, and they wish me to give you this. The Order of Whisperers will speak with you again. Okay, so that's just a reward. Difficulty Master. Ayuanyum! The Order of Whisperers needs you once more. Our duty of protecting the land has become a nearly impossible task due to recent events. We need strong men and women to stand together against the threats facing our people. If you are the necromancer we think you are... Ooh, he specifically mentions us as a necromancer in this dialogue. Interesting. You will talk to Whisperer's Adept. Now we shall soon find out. Okay. Between a rock. What does he want? I'll admit one thing. You seem promising. It will be up to you to live up to that promise. Alas, Marganites have released the Titan Savio Prolium from his tomb. The Titan has fled back to its lair in the Realm of Torment, but now the Marganites seek revenge for his long imprisonment. Most of the citizens here are miners or farmers. They can't defend themselves against these abominations. I have word the village of the Yetendi Canyons are under attack. These peasants will be slaughtered if you don't get there right away. Okay, how do I get there right away? I just walk out? I just walk out of here? Is that all I need to do? Protect the villages of the Yetendi Canyons from attack. You have 6 Marganite groups left to destroy. This is a master difficulty. I wonder if I'll be able to do all right. I hope I will. I didn't actually expect this to be like a challenging quest. I just thought they were gonna give us a bit more about Palawa Joko and whatnot. And I was completely wrong too. This is actually about some Titan from a long time ago that worked with the Abaddon. So yeah, oops. Where do they want me to go? Hey, that's pretty close by. Let's just go. I'm like really tempted to get rid of Margaret the Sly just for my my mercenary hero, Mesmer hero, who has energy surge and a bunch of interruptions. Because I feel like Norgu is not interrupting. Like, we just got hit by a meteor there, which usually, like, we are able to interrupt if I already called the target or something, or already attacking. But then again, like, keeping everyone as the heroes that we get along the way is also kind of fun. Just doing it without mercenary heroes. So I'll just opt for that until it gets too difficult. Then I'll lean on my mercenary heroes a bit more. So here's a Marganite. Let's use this on him. Oh, it hit this guy as well. What am I targeting? Weakness. Nice. So this does nothing to these guys, right? No, they don't do anything to those guys. So I can hit Marganites with these guys. Or this attack, Lightbringer's Gaze. Which is very nice. Oh, I saw a block there. I haven't seen that in a while because I guess Olius was doing his job really well. And applying that, what was that skill called that I just pointed out earlier? Versus Rigor Mortis. Target foe cannot block. I guess, yeah, Olius has just been doing a really good job applying that when necessary. So there's a boss here, Corporal Suli. Let's weaken him a little. And then use this on the Marganite. our damage mitigation is doing a pretty good job. And I feel like we're doing a good amount of DPS. We are killing people at a reasonable rate. It could probably be faster, but I think at this point it's pretty acceptable. It kind of sucks that when you're not fighting Margonites or anything, this skill is essentially useless. Man, whoever thought of the weird noises that these monsters make and made it this is a genius. It just sounds so unique in like a comical kind of way. But then they're attacking us, so it juxtaposes with like the danger of them at the same time. Oh, there's a boss here as well. Ooh, I guess it's because this is a boss here, the music changed when we attacked him. I like how this raider was attacking Norgu, and Norgu is just like, screw this, and he just walks away, and then this attacker is just like, what do I do now? And he turns around and attacks the, I think it was the pet. He's like, I don't know, I'll just attack someone else, I guess. Yeah, this is the guy I actually got the skill from that I capped earlier. What's it called? Corrupt Enchantment. Oh, that's ugly. The LOD on that. Took a while for that to sync up. Ooh, Spellbreaker. Yes. The Well of Blood is all the way over there for the healing. Let's need to kill one of these guys, and I can Well of Blood where we are. Well of Blood? Our healers and damage mitigators are doing a good job keeping the team alive. Okay, protect the village of the Yatendi camp. Onions from attack. You have 6 Margonite groups. Do I go in here and kill these guys? Oh, wait, there's someone coming from behind. There's Margonite guys coming. I guess these are the guys we're supposed to kill? Oh, I'm fine with that. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's take them all. Take them all out. That's another one. Ooh, Warlocks. Got vocal Well of Silence there. General Morgan, oh, he was able to use Stand Your Ground. Maybe at that angle he wasn't actually in it yet. Go for him. Micromanaging the physical attack dealers to go for the Margonite Cleric is probably a pretty good idea. I don't know why it says this skill is disabled for 15 seconds and then it has a 15-second recharge time. I don't know what that means. I feel like they didn't have to put this skill as disabled. It's already pretty clear that there's a 15-second recharge time. So it is? I don't know. I don't know. Is that just referring to recharge time or does it get disabled like 15 seconds as well? Like there's always a 15-second. Like if there's a way to like decrease recharge time, it won't affect this or something like that. Some like weirdness in the background. Like how this skill is managed. Oh, there is no healers, so This interrupts too, so it's like pretty good. The good thing they don't exploit dead bodies, so I can just like fire off a wall of blood every once in a while I'm standing, and everything is fine. Okay, we have 3 Marganite groups to destroy, so they're just running into this choke point. I don't have to run around, I just wait for them to come, it looks like. Elegant. So elegant. You'll be the next body. Or my well of blood. Yeah, I still have a good amount of space. Is the next group coming? Yes, they are. We'll just wait till they get here. We don't have to run out to meet them. We can have them come to us. Ooh, there's another group there with that cleric. I should be firing this off on cooldown since we're only fighting against Marganites at the moment. Ooh, that didn't actually kill it. Got some healing somehow. I wasn't paying attention to who was doing the healing. Maybe it healed itself. I'll go for these guys. Nice. Yeah, that's pretty satisfying when it hits like adjacent. Is it adjacent? In the area. Oh wow, that's a really big AoE. Nice. Hey, that wasn't too bad. Even though it says master, I was a little bit worried that would be really hard. It looks like it was manageable. I think that's it. Yeah, let's go. Let's go back. That wasn't too bad at all. Okay, I thought this was going to be about Joko, so I decided to do it, but it turned out to be not exactly about Joko. Actually, it wasn't about Joko at all. It was about the Marganites more than anything. I guess is a Titan. Titans were like mentioned when we did our Tyria playthrough. When we did our Prophecies playthrough. I wonder what Titans have in what they have, not in common, but like what did they have to do with Abaddon? Or are they saying Abaddon created Titans? Is that the thing? Good work. Well, while my order toils in the shadows and works in, good work. While my order toils in the shadows and yours in the light, let the two ever be considered allies and comrades against the mystical threats that endanger Elona. Woo! Okay, that's not too bad. He will go. I guess yeah, we can just continue the main quest now. Guess we go back to the command post and talk to Cormier. Cormier is back. Cormier is back in the story. All right. Cormier is back in the story. So yeah, I guess what we're supposed to believe is we split. So we saved Cormier in Pogan Passage. We escaped down here, and then we made our way up here. Then we got to Maddock Crevice, where our mission was to escape Korna into Vabi and convince the Vabian merchant princes to help us. And Cormier's job was to continuing leading the war effort, the Istani Sunspear war effort against the Kornans. And we are to believe that there have been lots of epic strategic battles in this area as we fought against Varish's armies and potentially like Cormyr corresponding with the people in Kamadan and whatnot as well. Okay, that's all like stuff that we're supposed to think has happened, even though we were not privy to it and weren't a part of it. The crazy thing is, if you didn't do this mission, if you went for Master of Whispers instead, you like lose sight of Cormyr way earlier on, because you would have gone here, which would have directly led you here, because you would have gone through this like water thing, floodplains of Menkellen, which is like a water treatment, water reservoir kind of thing. And we would have never like, we would have to assume that Margaret the Sly and I guess her sister as well, I don't remember her name, they kind of work together to free Cormyr. Maybe they mention it offhand when we get to this place, like, oh, Cormyr was freed by some corsairs or something like that. I don't know if they actually do that, but essentially, if we didn't do Pogan Passage, the moment we fled from Gandhara, or the consulate docks, and then the Sunspear like got spread out and was trying to regroup and whatnot here, we would not have heard anything about Cormyr until now. But we chose the path where we like actually helped Cormyr, so yeah, we have a bit more of a relationship with Cormyr in this playthrough, whereas if you went for Master Whispers, you would I don't know, it would have been a while since Cormyr has been in the story, so she'd be like, oh, I haven't seen you in like forever. Haven't seen you, get it, get it, get it, get it, haven't seen you in forever. That's supposed to be funny, you guys should laugh. The journey of the journey of life is best taken with good company. You got my message, good. We need to find a way northwest through the desolation. But I fear my time on this world is nearing an end. My nightmares have grown stronger even than Melani's. They tear at my soul. I know not how much longer I can hold together. You see, my eyes were back in Gandhara. Never mind. I need you to take Zed and speak with Mirza. See if there is any way to cross the deadly sulfur. I will see what you will not see, actually. I will see what other information Nirashi and the others can dig up. But yeah, she got her eyes eaten. I think we saw it in the... did we even see it? I don't remember. I think when we attacked Gandhara, and the very last cutscene, I think they were alluding to like this monster eating people's eyes. And Cormyr got her eyes eaten as we were escaping. And then, yeah, she essentially became a prisoner of war at that point. While we regrouped and built up the Sunspear Sanctuary, made allies with the Centaurs and some of the local Cornins who oppose Varish's ideals. And eventually went to save her. So yeah, she's blind now. Oopsies. There was something else I wanted to touch on that popped in my brain really quickly and then kind of fizzled away too, and I'm trying to remember what it was. Something about Cormyr. What was it? Maybe it wasn't too important. Oh well. Okay. We will do whatever this wants us to do. We gotta go to Two Rise Procession. Can we get to Two Rise Procession from here? Oh, we can. I actually don't even know where we come out of when we go through here. Because I'm so used to just teleporting here and going out, right? Let's see. Where are we? Oh! This looks familiar because of Guild Wars 2, actually. I think this is how we get into the Sunspear Sanctuary in Guild Wars 2. Yeah, in Guild Wars 2, we actually come back here and rebuild this place again and turn it into another base, which is a little bit of a nod to the past, I guess. It's like, oh, there's an old Sunspear secret base in Korna. We're like, what? We should go find it. And yeah, I believe this is actually where we get in. We actually come up here and go in from here. That's not too far away. Like recurve, but wait. That's not gonna run out of space. Chiosian, soothing breeze. I wonder who gets a name. Do they name themselves? Are they saying like the guys with a bit of more aura? They're actually intelligent enough to like give themselves names. Oh my god, imagine Burden. I don't think we can out-heal this guy, so I think we have to, like, out-damage. Gotta out-damage. Oh, man, all three of these are healers. So we gotta kill the weaker healers first. Hopefully they're really squishy. Okay, that's good. Now we can, like, focus on this boss. Oh, we don't have to fight that group. And my headband is making my hair look really funny today. It looks really weird. Does that look better? I guess it's... I'm not really good at making myself look good for camera. I kind of do what I can. And this is the best I'm able to muster. So that my hair isn't like on my face and look at my ears and stuff, making it itchy. They have a glimmer of light, which is really spam. But hopefully that also means they like run out of energy really quick. I don't think they have any like energy management skills. So if they spam a couple of those glimmer of light elite healing skills, then it's like quickly they're just rendered useless because they run out of energy. We centaurs are proud and foolish. We were too busy fighting each other to realize we'd been targeted for slavery until it was too late. Our numbers are few now, but our hearts are strong. We gathered around the ancestor tree and prepared to strike back at Varesh. We will free our brethren. Oh, there's another quest here called Total Corruption. I wonder if we should do that. Yeah, I should grab it just so I don't forget. Ancestors, help us. Nightfall has begun. The ancestor tree, once full of the wisdom and power of ancients, it is now evil breeding, and it is now evil's breeding ground. Vile demons spawn from her branches and fall to the earth like rotten fruit that poisons our village. You must help us. Here, take these sacred roots. It is the sole uncorrupted limb. Purge these foul abominations from existence. Let's just do this. I feel like this is in the same map, right? Yeah, it's like right next to us. So let's do this first, and then we'll come back and do Crossing Desolation. Now, I don't remember exactly what I do with this thing. Interesting, I'm holding this. Oh, yeah, okay. I'm like, wait. I'm too used to Guild Wars 2. When you pick up a bundle in Guild Wars 2, like, your weapon skills gets... Oh, it's actually just straight up right here. Your weapon skills get, like... replaced with your bundle. Signet of Judgment. Ooh, okay. What do I do with this item? Hello? Drop item? Does it do anything? Oh wow. Ancestral blood. Take this. You must help us. Here, take this sacred root. It is a soul uncorrupted limb. Purge the... Do I need to use the sacred root to make it so that these guys are damageable or something? No, they're dying. The sacred root isn't doing anything. They just break it. I leave it there and they just wreck it. I'm like, oh no. Yeah, I'm not too sure what they want me to do with this sacred root, to be honest. I'm just gonna leave it over here behind us, and then we'll deal with it if we need it. I think in the past we did a thing with this guy where we needed to drop like a sacred root of some kind, or some sort of bundle, and it would make it so that the enemies we're fighting become vulnerable. I'm keeping an eye on the sacred root, but I'm not too sure what they want. Oh boy. Infectious dementia. Oh, apparently there's no dead bodies there. I actually didn't even know what I'm targeting. I don't know what that sacred root is for. I feel like we are fighting these guys pretty well. It is 2 more. Are we just supposed to protect this sacred root? It is a soul uncorrupted limb. Purge these foul. It's a period, so purge these foul abominations is not in reference of using the sacred root. Am I doing this right? I feel like I'm making progress without having to use that sacred root, so. They have barrage. Oh, these guys aren't mesmers. They're straight up rangers. Corrupted strength. I'm like, oh, these guys look like the Iboga that like are mesmers, right? And they like normally put all these hexes on you. Oh, there's these groups. Oh, no dead bodies nearby. This is too adjacent. So yeah, I've been trying to wait till things bottle, like, group up and stuff before I use some of these adjacent skills. But that is like really situational. Sometimes they don't ball up themselves, and I kind of have to make do with like the closest clusters of people. Okay, well that was easy. We just fought a bunch of waves of guys, but I guess we're protecting this tree from the corruption. Hey, Mirza Veld Runner, what was that all about? The ancestor tree is in a weakened state, but I no longer detect a foreign presence. Your acts of bravery have cemented your legacy among our pride. Thank you. There is little time to celebrate, however. Word travels that a terrible evil is headed our way from the Northlands. Seek me when you are ready to continue. Ooh, this one is difficulty master. We're getting a bunch of these kind of difficult quests now. Our scouts have spotted a large army of nightmare creatures from the north. We must stand and fight. Join me, heroes, and show these demons they have underestimated the Veld Runner pride. Follow me to the front lines. Does he actually move out? Charge! Take them down with speed, brothers. Okay, so he's also our main quest guy, so we kind of have to follow him. Should I bring that sacred root with us? He didn't mention anything, so let's just leave that sacred root there. I don't know why they gave us that sacred root. It didn't do anything, it looks like. Unless I'm missing something. Oh man, they have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They have 9 people. We also have 9 people. Well, one of them's a pet, so we can kind of count that as a person. Marganites are coming. Ooh. Okay, so I want to keep this guy alive because he's my main quest. Oh wow, there's a lot of clerics. I'm actually kind of worried about this. Nice, I interrupted him. Very nice. Okay, maybe I can tank this. Maybe I can't. Speaking of Elias. I'll take on these guys. Oh man, Norgu. Oh man, all these executioners just swarmed me. This is where Searing Flames and Energy Surge would have been really good. Ooh, I'm stuck. I just rubber banded there. Bringers, yeez! Kill the clerics? Oh man, they're freaking... Nah, I really don't like it. Can I just like hit him by adjacent? What? How'd he heal? Okay. All these guys here are just destroying me. I'm getting dazed and whatnot. And I'm like spotty block. Like I can't move at all. All these seers. I'm somehow tanking it. I am getting interrupted like nothing I'm doing. Oh, because I'm dazed. Oh, I died again. Okay, now they're off my body, so maybe I can move. I was actually tanking for a little bit there. I think that's because of Protective Spirit and Shield of Absorption. I just kite them, maybe? There's so many... I should really focus on one target at a time. So this guy's almost dead. For him... I think Olias is like MVP here with the Blood is Power, enabling everyone to do like everything essentially. Well, there's a second group coming. I'm actually kind of worried about this. Can we spread out? Go for this guy. Nice. So concentrated in firing off these. Oh, geez, holy moly! I think I should be focusing on doing this. Elias died. Oh boy, this is a lot harder than the previous one. The previous really hard quest. Cleric. Cleric, go for the cleric, please. have fall back. I have incoming. Should be calling targets more. These guys. Is he gonna disband them, or did not make them standard carries? Have incoming. Now I fall back. It's just so it's easier to kite. Oh, Necrosis is actually doing like straight up more damage than Icy Veins. I was always under impression that Icy Veins did more damage. This is cold damage, and this is just straight up damage, I guess. Straight up armor ignoring damage, whereas it is cold, which is mitigated by elemental armor. Oh no, there's another group coming! Here. There's two groups coming. Oh no, I used it. Oh no, there's three groups coming. Oh no, oh I died again. I'm stuck here. I like rubber banded back. Oh no, a lot of my guys are dying. This isn't good. All my resurrector guys are. Oh, actually, no, General Morgan. You might be able to save the day. Oh man, okay, this is really hard. I don't have the DPS for this. I think if this guy dies, we lose, right? Where's the red shrine? Oh man. Are we gonna make it back in time? No, he's about to die really quickly. Look at that. Oh man, he's hanging in there. Did that fail? Underground. Oh, it's not fail yet. Excuse me? But then he's dead, so does that mean, like, we can't accept... We can't accept, like... We're just getting wrecked by all these melee guys, all just like body blocking. The clerics are like, their spellbreakers last so long. But I can't get like them actually like focus onto the clerics. Like he's healing so bad. I guess there's another cleric there. Damn, this is really hard. I'm just kind of curious what happens. Like, I'm allowed to just like res rush? I don't know what you call it. I can res and rush this? I haven't failed it yet. Maybe there's this one guy left. Is that why I'm still... Oh, I guess this... Oh, wait, no, that's my guy. Yeah, this is where if I have Searing Flames instead of a water elementalist, and I have energy surge instead of illusion magic. And if I had like Ray of Judgment or something, and a minion master would like make a huge difference. So have I failed this yet? So the clerics are like using... I don't know how I can do this better. Goes most of my so look at that healing. We weren't able to like finish him off. There we go. There's one. Where's the other cleric? Is this gonna work? Oh, I'm stuck in here again now, aren't I? They've surrounded me. Huh. A little bit embarrassing, but I think this is how it goes. I wasn't really prepared for this like amount of enemies. How are they healing so quickly? There's like no... do they have like mystic healing? There's no more healers on there. Do they have mystic regeneration as well? Maybe the strategy here is to throw off a few, walk back. Hopefully they get snared by either shared burden or one of the snares, so that I can like slowly walk, just like move away and then keep attacking. Keep throwing on these like soften them up, right? Less attributes for them, less armor for them, and then a bit of damage, a bit of healing for the team. Is there more? Is there more? Or have I failed? Is this a fail state? It just hasn't realized. Oh no, there's more. There's more! I wonder how many... Oh my goodness, there's a boss in this one. Torment Weaver. You gotta go for the cleric. I'm gonna specifically wait until he does Spellbreaker, and I will interrupt his Spellbreaker. Wait, what? I guess I was casting a different skill. Ooh. Ooh. There's two clerics. Okay. Hopefully, cold snaring these melee guys makes it so that I can just keep walking away from them. Nice. I hope this is just like a boss signifying the last wave. I was sitting in a weird like position here. Like, ah. I look really relaxed in my face cam when I did this, but no, I was actually like really tense because I was getting wrecked by the sheer amount of forces the Marganites were sending. Okay, it says see Mirza Veiled Runner for a reward, but he's dead. Which I need him alive for the other one anyway. So I'm curious what will happen now. If I zone back into the command post and then come out, will this repeat? No, it says completed, so it shouldn't restart, right? It shouldn't like clear or reset. I don't know. I feel like I cheated that like pretty bad. I'm on my last 4-leaf clover. I used that to clear a bunch of death penalty. So I really took advantage of the resources I had on hand to beat that. And I also like res rushed. I think there's a specific term for it. I don't remember exactly what it was. Where you like just res and rush. I don't think res rush is the proper term though. I will just teleport back. We'll go into the... Yeah, it still says completed, so... I feel like I cheated in order to get this completion, but I don't know, complete... rewards is rewards. How much... Oh man, I should deal with this first, shouldn't I? Ready identified. Ready identified. I have an orange dye there. Orange you glad? Minor smiting. Tormentors. Tormentors is a really good one, isn't it? That's yeah, it's a necromancer. I think Tormentor is like one that's like worth a lot. Ah, I salvaged it out without destroying the original piece. Ah, we will put orange dye over. Then we'll sell the rest, which I think there's probably merchants in the battle station command post I can take advantage of. They have any more quests? None of them have any more quests. Interesting. Is there not a merchant? Oh, there he is. Dalzid. Sell, I think all of these sold. Yes, I didn't actually sell the rune or the insignia, right? Yeah, it's down here. Don't want to sell that one. I want to keep that one. I want to buy a new expert salvage kit. Excellent. Where is that one? I guess I should have put this away too, but oh well. Just leave them there. Alright. Let's go to Turai's possession again. Hey! Yeah, happy Monday to you too. How are you doing today? I will put you on screen. I'll put chat on screen. I am doing good. I am making my way through... I just went through a really tough quest here. And I kind of cheated. I don't know if you were here when I was doing that. And just haven't really typed in chat yet. But I just, like, embarrassed my way through this one. What happened was... we were helping Mirza. Since when I went to talk to Mirza about this quest, he also gave us this quest. And I was like, oh, just do it. And then the first part of this quest was like pretty easy. And then the next part was this difficulty master. And I was like, how hard could it be? Because in the beginning of the stream, I did a difficulty master level quest from the Chantry of Secrets. And it was like pretty simple. So I was like, how hard can it be? I could probably do this one too. And it turned out to be really hard. I got overwhelmed like crazy. Like, yeah, no, just popped on. Painting your Imperial Knights. That's your 40k stuff, right? That sounds fun. I don't know. I guess I'm not that big into 40k. Aside from dabbling here and there. And I guess, yeah, over the weekend I did continue to play some more Vermintide 2 with my friends. But that's not the 40k you're talking about, right? That's like a different Warhammer. Is that the same universe, like the medieval fantasy Warhammer and like the Space Marine Warhammer? Are they in the same like universe, just like different planets or something? Or are they separate franchises, just part of the part of like the same branding or something? Yeah, sorta. Is it like how Dragon Age is supposed to be technically happening in one of the planets within Mass Effect's universe or something like that? So there's like nods in Dragon Age. It like nods at some of the happenings in Mass Effect. Like apparently Dragon Age happens like thousands and thousands of years, maybe even millions of years after the happenings of Mass Effect or something like that, and it's like Dragon Age's story is in a loop, in a Reaper loop that happened. I don't know. There's like a whole like theory where apparently there's people say like people who like look really deeply into Easter eggs and stuff. Like a lot of people just brush off like some of the random things you find in the game in Dragon Age Origin as like, oh, it's just an Easter egg for you for diehard fans. But some people like make theories that I was like, oh man, it's like part of this Reaper thing. This Reaper took over and they destroyed the universe that we were in, and then this is like far millions of years into the future. They are parallel universes. Okay. Or you guess the same. So it's like Marvel then with all the multiverse and stuff. There's like different Earths, like Earth whatever, Earth like 8 whatever or something is like the cinematic universe is Marvel, and then there's like the Prime or whatever, which is like the original comic book or something like that. I guess with these like franchises and stuff, there's like always you can always hand wave some way to like connect everything. Like the fantasy has the Toad dudes. The Toad dudes. I'm not too familiar with Vermintide or with Warhammer. Do you know what Toad dudes are? You stopped after Endgame. That's pretty much when I stopped. If you're talking about Marvel Cinematic Universe, I tried to get into some of the TV shows, but oh man, I think besides like the first season of Loki, and maybe the first season of Vision and Wanda Vision, a lot of them were just like a chore to like sit through. Toad dudes are like the old ones. Oh, okay. You saw Shang-Chi. That was cool. Shang-Chi, as an Asian, I wasn't too happy with Shang-Chi because it was marketed as to Asians as like the Black Panther of like for Asians, right? For like Chinese, his Chinese like cultural whatevers. But then when I watched it, like it was very like modern writing. I don't know what you call it. Like the main character Shang-Chi, he like did nothing essentially for the entirety of his story, and he was kind of like a failure. And then like all the girls in his life were all like badass. Like his mom is a badass, his sister is like this dragon lady trope badass underground leader. His like best friend turned out to be like a badass, and it's like, I don't know, it's like that like Hollywood trope that always puts down Asian men, and I don't know, it kind of rubs me the wrong way. And yeah, you see that kind of trope everywhere. Like in Western, whenever like Westerners write a Asian-centric story, the Chinese men always like, it's either like the stoic kung fu master, intelligent, or like just some bad like bumbling idiot. And it's usually like, I guess it's also because maybe Asian women are more well liked, I guess, in society. In some ways it's a little bit misogynist, but in other ways it's like, I don't know, maybe Asian women have done really well for themselves in representation and stuff. But like, yeah, like if you look at Overwatch, I think Overwatch recently they added like a new Chinese character who is also a guy, which is actually kind of cool. But it took this long for them to add like a Chinese male character. And there's like, I guess there's like Japanese characters, and it's like really hard to like specifically pick out, because it, like, I don't know, for Overwatch is like, in my opinion, like the most racist game, because they specifically pick out like the most like stereotypical things to like represent. In some ways they're pushing for representation, but it feels like, I don't know, it feels like the process of being like representative and stuff is like in itself, it's like the root of like racism and stuff. So I don't know, it's a little bit paradoxical that way, which is I find kind of funny. So yeah, here's Mirza Veldrunner. He died in our previous attempt, but we did this trick where we just zone out of the instance and we zone back, and he's alive again. Woo! What a glorious battle indeed! You fight well for one with so few feet. Ayuinyum, we have little to offer you in return, but we shall grant you a great honor. Our young will sing ballads of your greatness, and your names will be remembered by our people through the darkness of the night. Go, Ayuinyum, and see us through to the daylight. Okay, so there's that. Then we can do Crossing the Desolation. The Desolation, it is death to step within its sulfur haze. For man and runner alike, nothing living can pass through. Our people know better, but there was an ancient undead king. Perhaps you have heard of him, Palawa Joko. He enslaved our people to serve the undead ranks in his dark bone palace. It is rumored he even turned the great worm beneath the sulfurous wastes to do his bidding. Meet me in the Desolation, and I'll show you. Okay, wants us to meet him in Desolation. Where is this Desolation they speak of? Where is this? Oh, there we go. I actually haven't had that selected. Okay. I've already got the Gates of Desolation. So yeah, going through here is where you meet like one of the ruby djinns that has searing flames. So if you haven't actually been here yet and you're at this point is the first time you're supposed to traverse this area, you have to be careful of that guy, because that guy can destroy your entire team really, really quickly, because it's a boss with searing flames. But luckily for me, I've already gone here, so let's just teleport. All right, meet Mirza on the outskirts of the Desolation. You saw Shang-Chi, I think I read that. In 40K, you didn't see any of the shows. Oh yeah, I guess you were talking about the TV, Marvel TV shows, right? Yeah, the shows, I don't think you're missing much, to be honest. The only, like, Disney, well, I guess it's not Marvel. It's Star Wars I'm thinking of. The only one that's worth watching is Andor, I think, because they did a really good job with that series. Sound effects of the rings was cool. That's about Shang-Chi, right? Yeah, the whole like superhero design aspects of Shang-Chi is pretty cool, where he like is so like super kung fu and trained his body so well, and then he has like that crazy ring that apparently is like ancient technology that not even, what is it, like the, what's his name, Doctor Strange's people, like not even they know about or something like that. That was like a pretty cool like mystery thing too, but I don't know if that amounted to anything. I don't know if they actually expanded on that. There was like, I think it was an end credits scene in Shang-Chi where Benedict Wong, I guess, I forgot what his character's name is in Doctor Strange, but he was looking into like the rings, the Makulan rings, or I don't remember what it was called. And he was like, oh, this is something that not even the ancient ones know about or whatever, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I remember when I was, I guess, younger, and Shang-Chi and Iron Fist was like kind of like really, really niche comic book characters. And I remember it was like really, really racist. I think they try to like change that a little bit with the Mandarin being like just some Hollywood actor or something like that, pretending to be terrorist group, while like the real terrorist group was like this corporation person or something like that. I think that was an Iron Man movie, isn't it? It was like Iron Man 3 or something like that. Or Iron Man 2? 3. It must have been 3. And it was like really weird. They tried to like change that, but originally it was like super racist, I think. And also there was Bing Fan Boom was, I think, a big one. I think that was actually in Shang-Chi, wasn't it? It was like the big CGI battle at the end. They fought against Fing Fang Foom, right? Anyways, does this person give us anything? When your legend is written, Sunspear. Wait. When your legend is written, Sunspear, how will it end? Apparently they don't have anything for us though. What? I'm in the Gates of Desolation and I don't get like Master of Whisper stuff? Or Lightbringer stuff, I mean. Okay, Mirza Veldrunner. But yeah, there's these worm spores. Al-Gaib! Al-Gaib! I wonder if that's exactly what they were referencing when they created this. Dune has like a whole thing about like mastering worms and stuff. And controlling or gaining the respect of like the worms, and the worms can like tunnel and stuff. I guess I don't know too much about the Dune universe. We're getting into a lot of like different fantasy-ish. Well, I guess Dune is sci-fi, even though some of it is like fantasy-like. But yeah, Warhammer and Dune and stuff, these are all like big franchises now, right? We centaurs are proud and foolish. I think he always says this. Wait, we were too busy fighting each other to realize we'd been targeted for slavery until it was too late. Our numbers are few now, but our hearts are strong. We gather around the ancestor tree and prepare to strike back at Varesh, who will free our brethren. Yeah, he always says that. Do not step within the bounds of the sulphurous haze. Look, do you see? Those are the very worms Palawa Joko was said to have controlled. Perhaps they hold the answer you seek. Only Palawa Joko knows. But beware the deceit of the undead king. He will bargain with men's souls, promising 3 wishes and granting none, or granting them in a way that only serves his wishes. Find Palawa Joko if you must find a way across the desolation. But beware deals made with such a 2-legged devil. Okay, so Mirza Veldrunner knows about Joko. I wonder why they told us to talk to Mirza for Joko stuff when... Oh wait, maybe it was the centaurs. I was gonna say, like, wasn't it the Order of Whispers that dealt with this ancient evil? But I guess Order of Whispers was always like working under the Nightfall prophecies and whatnot, like with Abaddon and stuff. They're fighting demons, and maybe that's like just adjacent to Palawa Joko. So maybe it makes more sense for the centaurs who have been enslaved by Joko at some point to let us know about this. Oh, a guy, they pop up and just look at us and yells at us. They do not serve while I was in the company. I have not mastered the Janundu, apparently, and they just appear and look at us and then yell at us and leave. Oh, here's a wild series. Did you read Dragon Riders of Pern? I have no idea what that is. It's a fantasy series that's actually like ultimately sci-fi. Talking dolphins, dragons, and stuff all have a scientific explanation later in the series. It's wild. Dune is amazing if you have read the books, but they get real wild later. Oh, okay. The only thing I know about Dune is like the movies that recently come out, and they do seem to like offer some really cool stuff, and it seems like that series came first, and a lot of like Star Wars is like kind of, would you say, borrowed? A lot of the plot elements and political happenings in Star Wars and some of, like, the Force and stuff is essentially like taken and altered a little bit by some of the stuff in Dune. So yeah. It's really hard. It's really like hard for me being like a Star Wars, like the person who knew of Star Wars first and being a Star Wars fan, hence Crazy Ewok, to like hear that Star Wars was not really that original to begin with. I think it's like similar to like people who play Pokemon and realized apparently Pokemon like referenced and was inspired from like a lot of Monster Hunter and Final Fantasy related stuff. And it's like, no, Pokemon. But yeah, I guess recently Pokemon has been going after a lot of like Pal World and stuff, which is in the news. That's a little unfortunate, even though they themselves are guilty of a lot of stuff they're accusing other people of doing. The journey of life is best taken with good company. Palawa Joko, the Scourge of Vabi, was defeated in the Battle of Jahai by Turai Osa, but that was not the end of his story. Why is it his story and not her story? It seems he could not be killed. After the battle, it is said members of Turai Osa's elite guard formed the Order of Whispers. Oh, okay, the Order of Whispers is specifically Palawa Joko related, not Abaddon. Okay, I thought I had that. I thought I was right about that, but then when I thought about it, I was like, no wait, they're telling us to fight demons, so maybe they were just demon hunters more than anything. It's the same with 40k. 40k is like a mix of Alien, Dune, Star Wars, Starship Trooper, and soccer, football. Why football? How does 40k is 40k sports? Is there a sports going on in 40k? Are there teams? Are there teams of people fighting each other? I guess that's usually what all this like faction-based stuff is like, right? Because I heard like StarCraft was apparently Blizzard trying to get into the Warhammer like IP, but then they were not giving it, and then they just decided to create StarCraft, which became a big thing on its own. But at the time, I guess people weren't as like litigious with intellectual properties, so they were like allowed to like run with it. Whereas now, like, we have Pokemon like suing people for having creatures summoning game mechanics in their games. But yeah, soccer, eh? I don't know how that fits into 40k, but that's pretty cool. Did I finish reading this already? After the battle, it is said members of Turai Osa's elite guard formed the Order of Whispers. These great hunters used powerful magics to bind him within a great tomb. They eventually built a monument commemorating the victory. My dreams have told me we must travel to this monument and see what awaits us. Okay. Meet with Cormier at the monument of Palawa Joko's defeat. Wait, what? I thought that monument... Originally, I thought that monument was of Palawa Joko's defeat, but then it was also that Titans, apparently, according to that Whisper Agent quest that we did. Yeah, we're just gonna go back there, right? Yeah, we just go back here. But then when we came here, they said that it was broken, which was not. It was not broken. I don't know. That was a little bit confusing. Yeah, StarCraft is a 40k knockoff. Yeah, and then it just became such a popular thing on its own. But then I feel like, I don't know, Blizzard has really dropped the ball on that IP in recent years. Cormier. I fear my time on this world is nearing an end. The closer we get to the Realm of Torment, the more I feel my mind bound to its power. Shahai the Cunning. This is Margaret the Sly's sister, right? Should I help you back to the Sunspear Sanctuary? Oh, what the hell? What is going on? Why is there a big portal? No, Shahai. You have done enough. My nightmares have led me to this place many, many times. I can feel a bad bond in my soul, in my mind. I will not let his darkness consume me here. Oh, I guess that big thing that appeared ate Cormier. Dang. No, Cormier. What dark magic is this? I must return to the sanctuary at once and report this. Look around and see why she led us here. Okay. So yeah, this was supposed to be broken in the previous quest we did involving this area. But yeah, before it was there was like a pedestal here saying it was where, what's his name? I don't remember the Titan's name that I could not pronounce for the life of me. There was like a pedestal here talking about him being trapped here as well. Examine the monument. This thing right here? This monument commemorates the... Yeah, I read this. Now let's read it again. Monument to the defeat of Palawa Joko. This monument commemorates the defeat of Palawa Joko at the Battle of Jahai. After 100 days of bloody battle, Churayosa and his elite troops defeated Joko's undead forces of grey giants and undead centaurs. Yet, despite attempts made with magic, blade, and even darker means, Palawa Joko could not be killed. Churayosa's elite forces chained him by magic and bound him deep in the earth. Thus, the undead lord's defeat was complete, and Palawa Joko sealed away forever in a location kept secret by the Order of Whispers, which is here apparently, or maybe not. Have Zed help track Palawa Joko, take Zed to speak with Dira Traptail. Interesting. Do I go to the next area? We go to the next area. We just walk there? Is it worth walking there? You sounded like Krista. I sounded like Chris Tucker. That's weird. I didn't notice that. Oh man, that would have been cool if I purposely did that. But I guess I accidentally did that. Ah, you missed him. You missed him, miss. What did I miss? Did I miss Zed? Tracking? Palawa Joko? He popped up when you were reading? Oh! Oh right. When you click on it, he pops up and goes like, "So long, suckers," or something like that, and he runs off, right? I vaguely remember that. I remember once you like activate it, he like pops up and he's like, "Oh hi, goodbye," and then he just runs off. Okay. I guess I was too busy reading that stupid plaque to realize what was going on. Yeah, he runs off in this direction. Now we're tracking him. I see. Oh wow. Okay, we have to go to where that I think we have to get past where the Searing Flames guy like hangs out, so hopefully we'll do okay against him. Ah, that's quite a walk. That is quite a walk. I'm actually surprised. A lot of this is actually very close to their Guild Wars 2 counterpart. Like I remember running down here to get to. Actually, I'm just misremembering. Oh, I'm being attacked. I remember one of the Krakatorik fights is like, I think this might be it right here. One of his like lieutenants that we fight against, like a world boss. I remember having to run along here on my raptor. They're like, "Oh, I gotta get there. The event has started." And it looked something like this. Excuse me. Yeah, I think the Krakatorik fight is like in this area. Or Lieutenant of Krakatorik. The Claw? No. Excuse me. Yeah. You can leave from the Gates of Desolations. Would that be easier? I guess that would be a lot easier, wouldn't it? That's actually kind of a good idea. Let's just deal with these guys first. I guess I was stuck in the mindset of us like chasing him down. And I thought, for some reason, like we would get hints along the way, but no, they literally just like starburst this area, so there's really nothing to like chase down, right? Aside from going to the starburst itself. But yeah, Palawa Joko is like, I feel like he's like a really cool character, and I remember when I was experiencing this story for the first time with my friends, I thought he was gonna be like another hero we got, because then we kind of feel like we're a ragtag like group of people trying to like save the world. And you know how like in games like Dragon Age or I don't know, Mass Effect Dragon Age, in games like that, usually you get like one of the big bad guys on your team, and it kind of like makes the whole like team dynamic kind of interesting, because now you're dealing with like a bad guy that is at the time like sympathetic to your cause. I'm trying to think of an example. I think in Dragon Age there was like this one guy, I don't remember his name, one of like the captains or something, that he's like really evil, but then he kind of realizes the Darkspawn is a problem, and he decides to join you. And if you don't have enough like charisma or some sort of attribute point, you can only either choose him or your like best friend. Like your best friend, I forgot his name too. Man, it's been a while since I played Dragon Age Origin, but like he goes like, if you let him in the team, I quit, and then you kind of have to choose between whether you want the badass like super strong captain guy, or do you want your friend. You think that they should have added new henchmen as the game progressed? Oh yeah, that would have been really good too. Like, I think I've talked about it before, where like it would be cool, yeah, like Vabby henchmen in Vabby, or maybe like some Order Whisperer guys. Am I dying? Take out this priest. And yeah, if we go to the Desolation, maybe we get like access to like Palawa Joko, or some Awakened, or I don't know, some Desolation like ghosts. I don't know. Like, technically speaking, if we go a bit more north here, it's the Crystal Desert in the Tyria, right? In not Kryta. Is it just called Tyria? I guess there's Tyria the planet, Tyria the continent, and then there's also Tyria the area, right? Of prophecies, essentially. So yeah. So there's like a lot of like Turiosa ghosts in that area. It'd be cool if we have like something like that for henchmen. One used to be limited to 3 heroes. So yeah, that actually was kind of cool, because you have to rely on henchmen if you play by yourself. But now you can just add all the heroes you want, which is kind of cool as well. But it's only rewarding if you have like a bunch of alts on your account that you've unlocked like skills for. Otherwise, like even if you have access to all the different heroes and stuff, you still don't really have like a build for them, right? Like if you only have ever made like a lot of progress on one profession, when you unlock new professions, you don't really have, like right now, I don't really have much for rangers and warriors, since I never really made a lot of progress in my ranger and warrior. And I've been kind of relying on the one like build I have for mesmers, and I guess I have everything for Paragon, which is really nice. But yeah, everything else is like kind of I've picked up here and there as I played, which is like kind of not really completionist. It's just like I've specifically grabbed the skills that like some website or something told me to grab for like that hero build. I can smell a 2-legged walker from 4 miles away. 8 if it hasn't bathed in a fortnight. I could smell you coming from 10. We have the undying 2-legged trapped. He was trying to return home to regain his throne, but it seems being buried and bound for so long has cost him all his power. What should we do with him? Let us speak with him. Alright, watch out for Zed, though. He can get a little arrogant at times, especially when dealing with 2-legged foes. Let me know when you are ready to speak with the dead one. So is that him right there? Let us speak with him. We are ready. Okay. Maybe limit 3 heroes in normal mode and unlimited for hard mode. No! But it's so good.
You could escape us, Gravewalker? We could follow your stench across the desert.
You are a natural follower, Centaur.
They changed his voice
dead ancestors
in Guild Wars
served as
2.
my cavalry.
We did not come to trade insults, Palawa. We want to know how to cross the desolation.
Sorry to disappoint. Only the dead and the demonic can walk the sulfur flats unscathed.
Let me rip his limbs off. He'll still be able to tell us afterwards.
You wouldn't dare, mule.
You're right. Fire is a better way to deal with a lying abomination like you. Someone fetch me a torch.
Don't lie to us, Palawa. The histories speak of mortals at your bone palace. How did they get there?
I did not lie. No mortal can walk.
You see a
the
design
sulfur
flaw at
flats,
this point in the game.
but
What's the
there
design
are great
flaw?
worms who travel beneath those sands. These can serve as your steeds, but you have to do one thing.
What's that?
You have to show them you are their master. Otherwise, you're worm food.
So we have to become Al-Gaib. Al-Gaib! Alright, Crossing Desolation. Laugh Long Mane. So yeah, I guess this is like... Is this Centaur infrastructure, or is this Palawa Joko's, like, ancient, like, castles and whatnot? Thanks for helping fight Varesh, the demons, and the undead. But did you need to wake up that smelly, undying, two-legged abomination? Regardless, Mirza told me to give you this in, thanks. Bloop. Ah, we got a mission here. The Gates of Desolation. I don't remember this mission all too much. I just remember we had to, like, fight waves and waves of guys for a little bit. I don't remember the rest of it. I think we... Do we ride the worms? Do we gain their trust and ride them in this mission? Is this the one where you gotta, like, the bonus is to, like, save a bunch of worm babies? I'm gonna look it up real quick. Zed comes as water, and as the player is encouraged to gear as such. However, that cutscene correctly hints at using fire burning in the desolation. Maybe they're saying, like, Zed is an elementalist, so even though he specializes in water, he still has access to, like, air, earth, and fire as well. So, and that's why he asks for a torch and not, like, using his own powers. And Zed is required for this mission. Ah. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe... I guess in the past, I've always automatically changed him to fire because of Searing Flames, so I never really, like, paid attention to him actually originally being designed as a water magic user. And yeah, this is kind of the first time I've actually attempted, or I guess stuck with a water build for him, which if you go back to the beginning of this, or near the beginning of this stream, I felt like if I had him with Searing Flames when we were fighting against, when we were doing that one quest with Mirza Veldrunner, with, like, that's a lot of, like, enemies. I think that amount of enemies was, like, what I was talking about with the other quest I was talking about here. That I felt like if I had Searing Flames there, that would have made a big difference. But I don't know. It's actually kind of fun. The snares that he does is actually kind of fun because after a few, like, reses and res running back to fight them, where was it? Right here. I kind of got into a group of, like, knowing that Zed was going to slow the melee guys down, like the warriors and the dervishes down. So I was able to, like, fire off a few spells, backtrack a little bit, fire off a few spells, and they would have to, like, chase after me. And I also have incoming from Morgan sometimes, so I would be able to, like, get away from them really quickly and just kite them, which was really fun. It's like a different playstyle, I guess. A bit more involved, a bit more tactical. Whereas if you just give him Searing Flames, it's just like, yeah, just let them all group up on you, and then, yeah, they'll just blow up. Which is more fun if you are the person playing as the Searing Flames build, I think, for the most part. But seeing them all drop around you like flies could potentially be really fun too, I guess. Water is good in Korna, but things change from region to region. Okay. Yeah, I think water will probably, like, if I remember correctly, when we get to Isle of the North, fire becomes kind of like, it's almost as if they specifically designed it so that fire doesn't do as good in a lot of the places. So it would be actually no, only in 2 places I think, right? It doesn't do good. Only in, like, the Char area and in in the underground, in the dwarf areas, against the destroyers. But then it's okay for the most part in like the Asura area and the Norn area. Anyways, that's like all future stuff, so I don't even know how I'm getting into it. Okay, let's see here. That's fine. Guess we can sell these. Get rid of that, get rid of that. And lie. I got a tormentor thing here. So far I only got 2 tormentors. These 2 are like super valuable, which is why I'm keeping it around. But I don't know if I'll actually use it. Maybe when I get like elite armor or something. Whenever I come around to getting enough plat and materials for that, I'll use like the expensive stuff. And maybe then I'll collect enough where I don't actually have to pay money for all of it, because I need 3 more to complete the set, right? But is there a rune trader here anywhere? It doesn't look like it, unfortunately. Oh well. Isle of the North can be done in a few hours. It's pretty short. Actually, Isle of the North is like, they really went crazy with like the side content and extra content. Because then you have like the different cultural ranks similar to, so like I have Sunspear rank and Lightbringer rank. You have like essentially the same thing for each race. The Dwarves, the Norn, the Asurans, the Ebon Vanguard, I guess the humans. Is that all? Is there only 4? For some reason I thought there was 5. Dwarves, Norn, humans, Asurans. Was there not one more? I don't know. The Shining Blade? No, there's no Shining Blade. Maybe there was only 4. So yeah, each one of them has like a kind of like a title similar, and you can like grind those out as well. They have a lot of like repeatable, like Isle of the North. The story itself, I feel like, is like, I don't know, I feel like it's like a good length, but I guess you can argue that it's like pretty short. But I feel like the amount of like repeatable content and side content they have in that game is like, or in that part of the game is pretty significant. Like you can grind that stuff out for a very, very long time. And repeat like dungeons and repeat like, you can even repeat the story. I guess, generally speaking, you can repeat these if you want, and you can also do it in hard mode. But yeah, Isle of the North was like, I feel like well designed for that. Another identification kit there. Oh yeah, I was going to look up what this next mission has in store for me. So let's take a look. Can I just go to the browser here? Yeah, so I'm using Firefox here. And then we go Gates of Desolation. Oop. Ah, it is the one. Yeah, it is the one where you just gotta go and free some worm babies, I think. That's the bonus. Which isn't too bad, I don't think. So yeah, we can do this. Let's do this right now. Where's that? Okay. We just talked to this guy. For the Desolation, you like conditions, protection, armor buffs, smiting, frozen soil, avoid hexes. Oh no, I have so many hexes! I guess I can focus on weaken armor and necrosis. Weaken armor, enfeebling blood, and necrosis. And maybe throw on blood bond every once in a while. And then only throw on icy veins on guys that are like about to die. If I can time that properly. But aside from that, Norgu has a bunch of hexes. I think one character having hexes is okay. Conditions. So I do have conditions. Not a lot of damaging conditions, though. I have smiting. Maybe I should trust that Oleus can heal and put Ray of Judgment on Dunkoro for more damage. But this is a pretty rigged ability. Can remove conditions and hexes. Let's just see how this goes. If it doesn't go well, if it's too much for Elias to heal, we'll switch it back. We'll probably fail and then we'll switch it back. Frozen Soil. So you're saying I should put on Frozen Soil instead of Favorable Winds? Remember, the cutscene suggests fire and burning. Should I just swap Zed to be a fire person for this time being? Just to do the extra damage. Because Blazing Finale inflicts burning condition if target ally hits a foe. Does that mean like you don't have to use an attack? You can just use anything, like spells included? Because if I give them this one, I believe this one is like specifically attacks, which is like weapon based, and casting spells and stuff. This doesn't count. It doesn't proc this for burning. Too bad I don't have Wilderness Survival on her, because I can give her, and if that's the case, I can give her Ignite Arrows or Kindle Arrows, which is fire damage, not necessarily burning them. Should we just get rid of this? Put it into fire? It's not going to be very strong though, but we'll still have some water. Actually, having water isn't too bad. We'll get rid of this and put it into water like that. I'm just gonna save this, just so I don't lose it. Zed. Water. I will get rid of this. I get rid of this has been pretty good, I feel like, but it requires overcast. So of course we want this. Of course we want this. So we want the equivalent to glowing ice, which is glowing gaze. No more snares, unfortunately. Just this. Icy prism. I wonder if there's an easy go-to, like, overcast ability. So what happens if I put this to 8? So yeah, if I get this to 8, it looks like I get 4 regeneration out of this. So maybe I can get it off energy storage. Oh, that's still 4 though. Maybe I can still have this. It has a water hex. It's normal mode, more forgiving. Maybe I don't need water magic at all. But I have so much in water magic. Guess liquid flame. That's a really powerful attack. So I got lesser energy, fire attunement. I don't think I need this anymore, to be honest. If I don't get like the overcast bonus, I don't think this is too useful. Actually, I think I want him to focus on Searing Flames. Is there any easy access to Overcast? Deals 34 damage each second. Hits foes adjacent to target's initial location. So this is like a really easy access to. And the recharge time is like long enough where he doesn't. I don't think he'll spam it, so that he'll get like Overcast like crazy. I guess I can give him a Meteor Shower. That's a fun one, right? Even though it takes 5 seconds to cast. Meteor Shower. Meteor in itself is like a pretty easy choice as well. Maybe ward against harm and the rest is fire. So you're saying just get rid of water and then put it into earth. And then I put in ward against. Wait, where's ward against harm? Is ward against harm a different... I thought it was an earth ability. Maybe I don't have it unlocked. Elements, foes, melee, ability, weakness. Extended conditions on Norgu. I don't even think I have that. Extend condition? Agility, no. Elemental and Aether. No. Epidemic. Is that the one you're talking about? Ward against harm is a water ability? Yeah, and that goes to show how much I know about elementalists. I guess I'm more familiar with fire magic than anything. I don't have ward against harm, it looks like. Is ward against harm like easy to get? I need to cap more elites behind you in the progression. Yeah, I don't know. It's like so much work, right? I have to go into my other characters, or I have to like switch. I guess I can like switch to all these other ones and just load up this character with a bunch of elite skills just to unlock it for my heroes. That's like one thing I can do as well. But yeah, I feel like you shouldn't be required to do so much work in order to beat the story on normal mode. But I guess if you want to comfortably beat it, that's like a door that opens up for you. Like you can go through like and be more completionist with like everything, with all the different elite skills to cap, with like even like regular skills. I think you can like grind out some farms and get a bunch of like platinum and then use it to like unlock all the skills as well, which I feel like that would be so expensive because there's so many professions and each profession has so much skills. That ward and extend conditions are nice to have when applicable. Yeah, those are like, they do sound like very utility, like skills that give a lot of utility and flexibility, because it's just like, it's like a thing on top, right? But go back to water magic here. Maybe I'll just put this and this. Oh, but this is so expensive in terms of energy, and I don't have the water attunement for this. This is 10. 10. Is there any other one that gives easy overcast that I can use? Vapor Blade. Deals 95 cold damage, half damage if target foe is enchanted. I think there was like a similar one called Obsidian something, that also mind burn. Incendiary bonds give overcast. It deals a bunch of damage, inflicts burning to foes near your target. Also triggers if foes dies. Hey, this isn't too bad. In order to like have access to this, I guess is a bit more healing and blocking. Only costs 10 energy, which isn't too bad when in terms of elementalists. Wasn't there an obsidian something? Bed of cold, breath of fire. I feel like I'm going crazy. I seem to remember like an ability called like Obsidian Flame or something like that. That is like an easy access to overcast. And that I've like actually used it on my character. Is it not a, maybe it's an earth ability. Honing denies crystals. It is. Obsidian Flame is an earth ability, which is very misleading. It's called Flame, but I guess obsidian is like really hot rocks that has been cooked. Ward against harm. Oh, ward against harm is an elite skill. If I put ward against harm, then I can't use Searing Flames. Allies in this ward have +2 health regeneration, +20 armor, and +20 additional armor against elemental damage. Spirits are unaffected. This spell is disabled for 20 seconds. Interesting. Very cool. Extend condition. Extend condition is an elite skill as well. Spread all conditions from target foe to all foes near your target. Those durations of those conditions are increased by 68%, maximum 30 seconds. Interesting. Wow, freaking mesmers have like really cool skills. It seems very specific, build specific though, like team build specific, unless you build yourself with a lot of condition application as well. But they're really cool. Like you can really synergize with your friends if you have friends to play with. I guess you can gear out your allies or your heroes with that kind of stuff as well. So it's an inspiration. The only 2 inspiration I have is Lissa's Aura and Mantra Recall. Dang. Yeah, Mesmer is like one of the more recent characters that I made in order to play with my friends, and I really focused on domination more than anything. But I still only have 2 as well. Panic and Energy Surge. So even then, even though I focused on domination, I didn't really even get that many elite skills. For some reason, I have 3 fast casting and 3 illusion one. But yeah. Conjure Nightmare looks so weird. It's like a vampire sucking blood from some lady. Alright, I guess this should be good. I wanted to replace this, did I not? Incendiary bonds. And then this will kind of work. Yeah. This is my only water skill, so it should be okay. Okay. Let me see. Actually, go back to him. 10 water. 9 water. Okay, he's still good for his weapon, for the requirements for it. Okay, this should be good. Let's try this and see how it goes. Oh wait, a good part of this, I guess that first few waves, we have to fight as ourselves, but the rest of it we're in the worm, right? So at that point, we're kind of like stuck with worm skills. All you can smell here is sulfur. It smells of torment. I long for the sweet scent of the Maraja flowers that grow throughout the sunward marshes. We have to do what we have to do. That rancid undead 2-legged walker is waiting for you at the edge of the desolation. I wouldn't trust him if I were you, but I surmise you don't have much choice. You can't just sit around and wait for Abaddon and Nightfall to come to us. Let me know when you're ready. We are ready. Some skills you only use on heroes. Yeah, that's true. When you're building like a team build, you can use like heroes to kind of see how well they play out. Tame Queen Aijundu and gain control of the Jinindu worms. That's what our objective is. I'm impressed by your confidence on the battlefield. Couldn't read that in time. Before you can master the desolation, you must first master the beast. Those not up to the task die painfully. Horrible death. The great worm Aijundu waits for you, mortal. Tame the queen and perish in her belly. My tenuous grasp on these desolation sands is weakening. I can show you where to go, but the task of taming the worm is yours alone. Be careful. I don't trust that shambling undead two-legged ward, and the father that I could kick him. Any farther, then I can kick him. Don't worry, Zed. We've got your back. No, human. I will have your back. You lead. I shall follow. Okay. So yeah, like, we can see some Nightfall-related stuff happening on this map. Venture close to the worm spool, and we will awaken Aijundu. But be sure you are prepared to challenge the queen of the worms. Once you have awoken her, she will not rest until she is tamed, or you are kicking and screaming inside her gullet. Okay, so that's Queen Aijundu. Yeah, we're just like fighting like nobodies now. I can... Wait. No, I can't use Lightbringers. Gaze. Oh, they have Vial of Silence? Oh, no. That's gonna be so annoying to deal with as a spellcaster. So Vial of Silence is like a even crazier version. Like a dervish version of Spellbreaker, and Spellbreaker was already making things really annoying. Awakened Blade Master. Alright. Look at these guys. We're here fighting against some really new enemies. See, aren't these Joko's like minions? Are they saying the queen has taken over them in Joko's absence? Because it's Joko that awakens people. That's like his thing. That's like his lich thing that he does. He's just up there watching us fight. Chake the Lonely. Okay, bringing Lightbringer's Gaze is probably not a good idea at this point. Yeah, invalid target. Vow of Silence! I guess I can just use my wand against them. You have completed her first challenge, but Aijundu will not yield so easily. Alright, she's coming. So yeah, you have to be careful in this part. Your heroes could potentially, like if you have Koss or something, or Milani, and they're using melee weapons, they could potentially follow like enemies into this sulfur. And essentially if you stand in the sulfur, you instantly die. So you want to be careful. You want to make note of that. Which is the reason why I did my best to remove any like melee characters out of my team for this section. I guess I can just deal with these guys. Yeah, I spoke about the pet at the beginning of this stream. I don't think I'm gonna try to do that too much. I feel like doing like all these things where it's like, oh, it's just on the way. It's like, it's one of the reasons why I burnt out of like Guild Wars 2. Like doing things because it's like convenient for the time. It made it so that like all that convenient stuff built up, and it's like, oh, I'll just do this, and then I'll do this, and I'll do this, and then I end up not doing the thing I want to do. And then by the time I realize, it's like, oh, it's already like late and I can't play anymore. So it's like, I'm not gonna worry about like trying to min-max all the little things you can do to like unlock things the fastest or level. I'm just gonna leave her at the pet at level 20, especially now since we are getting into an area of the game where I do want people to be able to like fight, and it's gonna be really annoying to have my pet constantly die because it's like under leveled for the area, and then Margaret being like disabled for like however many seconds that happens. So I'm not gonna worry about the pet at this point. I'm just gonna leave him at level 20. Yeah, I was speaking earlier as well, like I thought Joko was going to be a hero that we unlock at some point, because that it felt like it's leading towards that, where you meet this guy, he's like this evil ruler, but then your goals kind of align, and he like joins in your team and becomes a hero that you can like maybe like another necromancer hero or something. There's a few other characters here that I should deal with. But yeah, unfortunately that's not a thing. Palawa Joko is just for this part of the story. But yeah, probably if for like the menagerie stuff, whenever I have the time to play a ranger, I think I'll do that on my ranger instead. And it'll kind of feel like the role-playing of it as well. Like, oh, you're a ranger and you're collecting pets. So it doesn't feel right to do it on my necromancer just for the sake of completion. Okay, call forth a Janundu, so you may ride it into the sulfur. Alright, we switched. I feel like we were killing those guys so much faster ever since I switched them to Searing Flames. Alright. Then just turn in and replace with an elder version of the same pet. Hey, that's a good idea, because the elder version is the DPS version, right? Whereas Hardy, I believe, is like the tanky version, or the balanced version. It might be the balanced between tanky and DPS, right? I don't know. Is the elder version the DPS version? But yeah, that's actually a good idea. I might as well do that. Protect the Janundu young from the demon hordes. You have saved 0 out of 3. Okay, Palawa Joko is just standing on the sand, or on the sulfurous waste. Elder is balanced. Ah, okay. So is there a reason why you would want to go for the balanced one over like the DPS ones? Is it because they might be a little bit too squishy and die too quickly, and then thus ending up with what was that ping just now? I hope that wasn't like them telling me like the bonus objective is like dying. But yeah, is it because like Elder, you still want them to like survive and just tank things and take aggro and stuff, and it's not worth the little bit of DPS you get from the DPS version is not worth them dying all the time? Okay, I am looking at the map for, and it's pretty straightforward actually for the bonus. And since we're all in worms now, we're all Al-Gaibs. We're all Moadibs now. It's just like we just like go up here, I think. Can we go up here? Wait, let me look at it again. Now that it is revealed, or not revealed yet. Yeah, we just go up. Okay. But yeah, we are kind of rigged when we're in these worms. So I'm not too worried about our DPS and stuff. So yeah, there's a question mark here that we don't know what it does yet, but we do get to unlock this later, but not in this mission. But yeah, we have like an adrenaline skill. I don't really get to use this all that often. I feel like maybe this would be more useful in like, or more usable in hard mode maybe, but like I feel like things die too quickly before I can actually like get the adrenaline and then use it. Because like just our auto attacks are like pretty strong. I believe we go this way. Ugh, I don't know. Creepy crawlies still give me like the creepy crawlies, creeps. Whenever there's like bugs and worms and stuff involved. On your Necromancer main, seems like I go with a rarely used orders build. Like Orders of Pain? Or I guess there's other orders as well, right? But I've used Orders of Pain for a good amount of time. But I believe that only works with like, what do you call it? With like physical damage guys. So I've essentially replaced all my physical damage guys at this point. Back when we were first still in Corna and stuff, we had like Melani, we had Koss, we had Acolyte Jin, so Orders was like pretty good, whereas now we only have Morgan and Margaret. So Orders, for the amount of like health I sacrifice and whatnot, I feel like it's not as good to use. Oh no, I'm going the wrong way. I should hope be going this way. Ah, there's a spool right there. You? Ah, okay. Sometimes, like, this thing bugs out, I feel like. Like, I would click on it, and, like, there'll be one hero that doesn't get. Maybe they're, like, a little too far, maybe. But they miss getting, like, transformed, or whatever you would call it, into a Janindu. Or get into one of these. And then you would have to like leave Janundu and then redo it again. But I didn't bug out that time, so that's good. Okay. Yeah, you can use this to move a little bit faster for a few seconds, 10 seconds. But then, I don't know, I guess you had to press it on every single person. Otherwise this happens where I get such a huge lead on them. And then I would end up waiting for them anyway. Yeah, so this is like an adrenaline skill that does AoE at your feet. This is like a touch skill, which is also AoE, but you get healed if you use this. It like combos with this. Since this knocks people down, and then you use this, you are healed when you eat someone that's knocked down. And this one, I don't really know what happens. I've used it a few times, and it turns into like one of 3 skills, I think. Oh, it just says right there. It's replaced with choking breath, blinding breath, or burning breath. But then, like, it's kind of like a necromancer skill, which requires a dead body. And your heroes, like, eat up the dead bodies really quickly. They react to it really quickly, so I'm never fast enough to actually use this. And yeah, this is your healing. Inside a fight, this would resurrect people, but outside of a fight, it heals you for each ally within like a radius of you. But yeah, that's about it for the worms. And yeah, we have an elite skill here, which we haven't fully, we don't have access to at the moment. Yeah, I'm just doing auto attacks, and they're doing like 44 damage. I think my Icy Veins does that. And it's like an elite skill that has like 10-second recharge or something like that. Yeah, we're pretty rigged in these worms. Well of Silence. I wonder if Well of Silence... No, this is a skill. It would be cool if Well of Silence makes it so you can't do Janindu Whale. Because that's a shout or something like that. But shouts, I guess, are instant, whereas this is like has a 3-second charge time. Oh, it could be a chant, right? They could have made this a chant. Then you kind of have to play around Well of Silence and the vocal minority and that kind of stuff. I throw this off? Didn't do smash. Nope, I missed. No, Talcora, use your heals, run away. Nope, Talcora died. Oh, a lot of people are using the whale. Yeah, the whale essentially brings them back instantly. So that's like another example of how rigged we are. It brings them back at full health instantly. And this thing like recharges really quickly as well. But they do get, stack up on death penalty, so you can't rely on it too much. I have apparently saved one of the Jinindu young. I didn't even realize, but he's right here. And he's healing up, which is very nice. According to the wiki, I have to go this way to the next one. But yeah, this Jinindu stuff is pretty surprising. I don't know. We never really done anything like this in previous campaigns. Like, completely get taken over. Our skill bar and everything. Like, look how much energy and health we have. 3,000 health, 60 energy. Completely takes over our skill bar. And we haven't really seen anything like this. This is completely new in terms of like gameplay mechanics. And I don't know, when I first got to this part was like so cool. I was like, oh my goodness, this is so new and so exciting and so novel. And yeah, I always think fondly to this little like sequence here, where you and your friends all just like inhabit worms and destroy everything in sight. Arcanite armor. Nice. Wait, what? I didn't realize this, but apparently our pet also. So I have 9 Jinundu worms right now. I didn't realize. So if you like put a pet on every single person, you can double up your entire army. And like, we're already so rigged as it is. Can you imagine having what, 16 Jinindu worms just going around killing everything? I wonder if there's like a farming thing, like a team farming thing that kind of takes advantage of that. I remember there was like a thing. Oh, I don't have it unlocked. I don't have it. It's like over here, I think. There's like this farm for inscribed shards, because there's like this one quest that requires you to have 10 inscribed shards, but then like the enemy that drops it is really few and far between in this whole area, so you have to really like kind of do repetitive runs to farm for it and potentially have it drop. But there is one quest that leads you to this area. I think it's like over here or over here-ish. We just try to deal with these guys first. Gates of Desolation, Milani, Pious Renewal, Irresistible Sweep, Rending Sweep, Radiant Sight, Pyramid, Zeal, Hard Holy Flame, Banishing Strike, Pious Fury. Interesting. There's a lot of scythe attacks here. What is this supposed to be for? Is this supposed to specifically for this this mission? Maybe I don't want to deal with those guys over there. But yeah, if I'm not in battle and I press this button, instant heal. And yeah, if you're outside of battle, this would also resurrect everyone around you as well if they were dead. Alright, I guess we have to make our way back. But yeah, there was like an inscribed shard. There's like one quest that makes you go to this area, and yeah, I think you had to come from here, up here, this way, down into this area here. And there's like area with this just filled with that like enemy mob that drops inscribed shards. And there was a bit of a farm where you just grab a bunch of Jinindu, you go there and just keep killing them over and over again. Once you're done, you don't accept you like, I think you abandon the quest, re-get it, and then go do it again just so that those mobs spawn. And that's kind of like the fastest way you can farm up the inscribed shards for that specific quest. Otherwise, like, people buy it off other people farm it and they sell it in like Kamadan or whatever, and then you can just straight up buy it to finish that quest if you really want to. But yeah, I think there was like a farm for inscribed shards. I don't know what else inscribed shards are used for, because you'd think like people just buying it to finish a quest. A lot of people probably just decide not to do the quest. I guess we head back. Head back this way. Woven shield. So this was like a build that you would use at the beginning of this mission where we were trying to impress the queen. This would be pretty good, I guess, because it's like fire damage, a lot of like AoE scythe attacks, energy management, and I guess this is energy management. It would have been really good to fight against those mobs, maybe. And hopefully he doesn't run off into the sulfur. Yeah, these guys are like pretty intense. Look at these guys. Aura restoration, stoning. Aftershock. Stoning. What about these guys? Stone daggers. Stone. Oh wow, we're getting wrecked. I don't know if I had to keep the Jinundu young alive. Like, look how much damage they took. I don't think I need to keep them alive. I think it's okay if they die. Oh, I'm screwed now. So what happens is... Oh, wait, no. Yeah, they can just res us. I think what happens if you, like... If your entire team dies, your dead bot, you don't actually have Jinundus anymore. So, I guess you spawn at a res shrine anyway, so that doesn't really matter. Okay, the Jinundu young has survived that fight miraculously. But I don't think I need to keep them alive. I just need to save them. Good thing that cleric just used Spellbreaker, but we don't cast spells anymore, so immediately ate him, just ripped him apart. Your Spellbreaker does nothing for you, silly cleric. I think I need to go up this way. I think I need to go up here, get to the last Jinundu. Oop, I accidentally... Ooh, that's a lot of people. I think we should kind of back off. Back off a little. Oh no, they're all just coming. Do this. Do this. Nindu smash. Why did I switch targets? Excuse me? Did the target I was targeting run away? Elias is down. Aftershock. Sandstorm. Sandstorm is destroying us. Oh, I didn't fire her. Dead just died right after her. Okay, yeah, we pulled that big, like, mob, and we're still doing okay. But we are kind of cheesing it with all our, like, reses and stuff. But I think this was, like, kind of designed this way. The whole point of this story was that these Jinundu guys are, like, so strong that they can survive the sulfur. So we kind of get a taste of it gameplay-wise, where we're just, like, so strong. That's actually kind of funny. The pet doesn't have access to this skill bar, so it can't heal itself. Even though it's in a Jinundu and can auto-attack as a Jinundu, it can't actually pull off anything else. And it's just, like, slowly healing that like 3,000 health that it has. Let's go for this guy. So I wonder what happens when this guy dies. Can we still spawn him with Jinundu Whale? Or res him? Or would it still be a count as a pet at this point, and only Margaret the Sly can res him with like the charmed animal or whatever? The heal as one ability. Do they all? Yeah, they all have this. That's really cool. I thought I can look at it. I thought I can look at her skills that she originally had. Where is this? Where is this Jinundu Yun talking about here? Did we already lose him? Uh-oh, we're being attacked. Cleric tried to use Spellbreaker. Abaddon's chosen. Target cannot lose health. Hey, that's kind of rigged. That's a little bit rigged. He just casts ability on himself where he can't lose health. What? Jinundu, whatever this thing called. Tunnel. Yeah, I can never use this attack. It's really rare where I actually like hit someone with this attack. Things are dying too quick before my Jinundu smash does anything. Okay, I can use this. Heal up. This yellow, I don't know if you can tell. Does it kind of come through in YouTube? But yeah, this yellow is you can't stand on, but this yellow you can. So there's like a little bit of visual tell whether you're going to go into something dangerous or not. But then there is like something like here, this really dark area that Jinundus can't burrow into because it's like technically rock, whereas this is like sand. So you have to be careful because there are points if you're trying to hug like these areas, you try and like avoid aggro or something. There is like a chance where you might hit one of these areas and get like dismounted. I don't even know if that's the right word. Like the worm would spit you out, and then you're kind of like screwed because you're stuck there, and you might just have to like GG at that point or resign. Okay, so are they going to use Sandstorm at all? I'm really curious if this... Yeah, he's attacking. He's like doing damage. So if you have a bunch of pets who are all in Jinundus, you can like school this entire area. Maybe you can do that for a hard mode run. But then again, you still need to dismount once in a while just to fight some of the Awakened that are on land or on solid ground. So maybe that's not a good idea. But for the places where you're in the sulfur and you're in the worms, you can just like destroy everyone with like a 16-man army, all in Jinundus. Ooh. Yeah, you can see in the distance like all these tendrils and stuff. These are all like Abaddon's like shenanigans. So even though this is supposed to be Palawa Joko's territory, it seems like Abaddon is pushing his weight around. Oh man, I'm getting wrecked by Sandstorm. You! I just saw you type out you. I'm on a big detour versus your route. Is there a better way? I guess I just could have went up this way, right? Instead of coming back down. Oh, I guess I just went this way. I could have just went this way and back up here. Interesting. Oops. I guess I was too busy, like, yapping about stupid things that I thought I needed to backtrack after getting the Jinundu. The Jinundu young. Okay. Sears? I should have healed first. Oop, this guy's coming after me. For some reason when I was up here, no, I was here, this door was closed. So I don't know. For some reason, I guess I was following the, I like look at the browser here. If I show the browser. Yeah, this is the map they show. So I was following the red dotted lines, I guess. And this was the last Jinundu Young we got, which technically I just went down this way and up here. But then I was dumb and I was following the dotted lines on this. Not actually paying attention to what I'm doing. So I did a big, like, circle around here and back, which is a bit of a waste of time. Oopsies. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay. So yeah. I believe this is like near the end of the mission. Guess I can do this. I don't think I have to fight anymore though. So yeah. This yellow can't stand on as a regular person. This yellow we can stand on. I guess this is more beige. But then again, the Jinundu can burrow through here. But the moment your Jinundu reaches this rock, it spits you out. I think we saw this earlier when we were crossing this area here. So yeah, we cannot continue as our Jinundus in some of these areas. And that's how they kind of control where, like, certain things are. Like, you have to dismount in certain areas. he's got
seem to be more capable than I thought.
Given your low expectations, that would not be hard.
Easy now, my little plow horse. Now, if you don't mind, I will be taking my leave.
This abomination preyed on my people centuries ago. Let us return him to his tomb.
It took the armies of the Ossa clan to defeat me before. You think your motley band are their equal?
Zed, let him go.
He's dangerous. We should burn him.
He gave us what we wanted. We will let him go on his way.
And that is why humans rule. And your people are beasts of burden. They think things through.
We've not seen the last of him.
He just runs off.
And we'll regret having helped him.
We don't really hear about him till like another, what is it, 2,000 years later? 200 years later? I think it's 200. And yeah, he gets eaten by a dragon, so. They essentially turned him into the Joker, I feel like Joker from Batman. Like here, he's kind of just like a menacing, evil lich thing. Just as really nasty, really vile, toxic, nasty person. But in Guild Wars 2, they turned him into like the Joker, where he like makes funny, really bad, poor taste jokes and stuff. Makes fun of you. And constantly doing really silly things, just for the fun of it. So they really changed. They changed his voice actor too, I think, for the Guild Wars 2. I think they changed Clint's voice actor as well. Or the dragon. But yeah. Joko's story is one of those, at this time when you're playing this game, you're like, ooh, what's gonna happen to Joko in the future? This whole place is his. There's like so much things you can talk about. The Awakened. We can learn about him and Turai. We can learn about like Joko and how he got into power or how he became a lich. We can learn about like a bunch of other stuff. But then in Guild Wars 2, we learned about him bringing back the Scarab Plague, which we heard about when we went to here. They're saying like they sealed this place because of the Scarab Plague, which is really funny. In Guild Wars 2, one of the characters, Gorik, he's like in love with bugs. He's like a bug scientist. There's like a term for it. I don't remember what it was. Trade your pet in before you forget. Okay, yeah, let's do that right now. I will leave this party. I will add only Margaret. Go to probably Temple of Balthazar. Daishin Menagerie. Or Menagerie. Menagerie. Well, I think we can talk to this guy. Yes. So we go for the Elder. I think I have a pet, honestly. Hold on. Hold on. Can I go back here? Blah, 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 blah. Ranger. Beast Mastery. Comfort Animal. Do I have a pet? I think I have an original pet that you first get when you're in pre-searing, I think. The Stalker? Something Stalker. Melandrew Stalker? His name is Phoenix for some reason. I don't know why I named it Phoenix. Oh, he's only level 10. I thought you maxed out. Man, this guy's a lot bigger. So I guess like they do get bigger as they level up. Or is it just lions are bigger than Melandrew Stalkers? Yeah, we'll just trade. Why did I call him Phoenix? So weird. I want more info. No. Wait, no, that's not the one. This person who I talked to. Look at Margaret the Sly's pet. Thank you! I've added the level 20 evolved Hardy Lioness to your collection and expanded your collection to include all evolutions. To visit them, go to the trading yard and talk to Win, the training captain. If Margaret the Sly would like to tame a new pet, we can take this pet and release it into the menagerie. Do you want to release? Wait, I don't have tame animal with me. So would I need that then? I guess we can find out right now. Oh, we lost our pet. I think they just put like allied versions of whatever pet, right? Cantha? Ooh, Phoenix. Guess I can just give her her... Oh, wait. Give her her lion back. Aggressive, hearty, dire. Aggressive, playful. Oh, there's a lot of interesting. So Elder is the tanky one. It's just like Pokemon coming out. Is a Pokemon company gonna come after this game for the summoning of creatures? Oh my god, Elder. Oh no! I was gonna attack it. Do I just talk to it? No, it attacks it. Oh, I need tame animal. It looks like. Okay. Margaret. You will have charm animal. Charm animal? And we will go back in. I like animals. I want to see a specific evolution. Lioness. Lioness tech tips. Elder. No, don't attack. Nice. Hey, that's fun. Now she has a stronger, I guess, healthier pet. Okay, we can go back to Commandant. And Margaret is a little bit more tuned, I would say. Okay, we will put on... How did I have this set up? So a healer, damage mitigator, cleanser, smiter, Norgu, Zed, General Morgan, and Margaret. That was my team. Bloop, 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 bloop. I might just leave him as a Searing Flames. As cool as all the snares are, I think Shared Burden can also still keep that up for the most part. And we will let him DPS. We'll let him rip people apart with Searing Flames for the time being. We'll enjoy Searing Flames a bit more. I know I've used Searing Flames in the past in like factions and actually no, I was specifically avoiding Searing Flames, wasn't I? I was using Double Dragon in factions with my mercenary elementalist. I think at some point I did switch to Searing Flames because Double Dragon wasn't cutting it. So we're back to Searing Flames now. Where's the... I should grab the next quest. Is it from this guy? Whoa, look at these people. They don't have feats. They have little points. Are you an awakened? Officer Loru. What are you an officer of? Are you a police? Is this an awakened? He's like in like full armor, so I don't know if he's like an awakened or like a robot of some kind. Are you a robot? Are you an automaton? Yeah, we got some spirits here. Are these Turai Osa's people? Or are they people like that are slaves to Palawa Joko? I too made an unfortunate deal with Palawa Joko. Okay, he's slaves of Palawa Joko. I was a prince, and until my father died, had lived a life full of honor and the trappings of royalty, but free of duty. Running the kingdom was more than I could handle. With my people soon to feel the brunt of Palawa's attack, I made a deal with him. I would serve him if he would spare my people. Unfortunately, it cost me my everlasting soul, for he killed my people and made me his undying minion. Now Palawa is back, and I must serve him as he tries to regain power. Thus, it is my duty to tell you that King Palawa Joko, Joko the Wise, Joko the Mighty, Joko the Magnificent awaits you in Joko's domain. We shouldn't keep the king waiting. So that's the next primary quest. A deal's a deal. You don't have to use Zed now. Consider switching to Sosuke if he is rune geared for fire. I have Jin, unfortunately. So, yeah. I guess I can switch to this person if I really want to, because this person is, well, not this person. That's my ranger. My elementalist. I guess we can put her on the team for now, just to take a look at her. She is literally fire right now, so it would be a good idea to put her on, actually, instead of Zed. Because Zed, I feel like, is supposed to be water, and it'll be nice to keep him as water. But at the same time, I feel like keeping Zed on the team is more, like, fun for this playthrough, since he is part of the story, whereas none of my mercenary heroes are part of the story. But, yeah, I could, like, put my Elementalist and my Mesmer on if I really want to make things easier for myself. Because my Mesmer has the rigged energy surge ability. But yeah, unfortunate. Oh wait, I should change... Before I forget, I should change her back. I think she had... What did she have here? It was favorable winds, right? Favorable winds. I think favorable winds actually affects General Morgan's spear as well. Arrows move twice. Okay, maybe not. For some reason, I was under the impression that it did. Oh well. I want to get rid of this. I guess it doesn't matter what my secondary is. I wasn't using my secondary profession at all. Maybe I should just freaking do the menagerie. Since I could just stand in the back line, right? And even if my pet dies and it disables my skills, I mean, like, I think my heroes could pull the weight. I can just charm all the animals. I don't know. That's like when we start doing a lot of that stuff, where it's like, oh, I'll just do the daily. I'll just do this along the way. I'll just do this quest along the way. It starts to like really add up, and then you end up not being able to do the thing you want to do. Which I feel like focusing on the story is probably what I want to do the most here. So I will just do that. So yeah, I'm almost at 3 hours. Holy moly. This stream kind of went by really quick. I guess I was having a lot of fun, especially with you guys teaching me all these things and having a good conversation about certain things here and there throughout the stream. That was really fun. I think I'm going to end things now then. Yeah, it is getting kind of late, so. What did I have here earlier? At that, right? Well of Blood. What was here? I guess I can put this here. Oh, it was the PvE skill, wasn't it? It was this. I don't know how useful this will be in this area at the moment, since I think we are fighting mostly against Awakened. Maybe in Joko's domain, there'll be more Abaddon forces. I'll just leave that there. Alrighty. Yeah. I guess I could deal with this afterwards. We're in the Desolation now. We have started our Desolation arc, and we've met Joko. Joko, the king of this area that we've sealed away, or I guess Turiosa sealed away a long time ago. But we brought him back so that he can help us stop Varesh. And we made a deal with him. And like this thing says, a deal's a deal. We gotta help him so he'll help us. And yeah, we will continue the story, I guess. We'll continue the primary quest. We'll push the story forward in the next one. Oh yeah, this challenge mission, I guess that's similar to this icon here I was talking about. This is the Pac-Man challenge mission, I believe. So if we do this, we essentially play Pac-Man. We are in a Janindu, and we gotta eat like a bunch of food. And the more food we eat, the more points we get. Except we're being chased, I think, by Awakened. And if they catch us, then we like lose health or something like that. Is it Awakened? I don't remember what would chase us. Maybe it was spirits that chase us. This is literally ghosts, right? Just like Pac-Man. And if we eat a specific packet of whatever, it makes it so that we can eat them back, just like in Pac-Man. So yeah, there's like a little bit of a Pac-Man reference here, or a homage to Pac-Man. But yeah, I don't think there's anything else to kind of touch on before the next one. I don't know, I'm having a lot of fun just going through the story. I'm having a lot of fun, like, actually slowing down. Because usually, in my playthroughs with my friends in the past, when we get to here, is when we just, like, kind of speed everything up, try to wrap everything up as fast as possible. And this area, I feel like I have the least amount of experience, like, actually stopping and paying attention to the story and what's going on with the Awakened and whatnot. So I'm actually really looking forward to, like, slowing things down and looking at what everyone is saying here and what's up with Joko and the Awakened and how is Varesh, like, dealing with this area and whatnot. So yeah. And I guess, like, all my other characters, they all have, like, a certain amount of progress in the Nightfall campaign. So I've, like, played the beginning areas, like, a lot of times. So just through repetition, I feel like I know that story a bit better. But usually when we get not all of them has gone this far. So, like, I don't see this part of the story as often as some of the other past parts of the story. So, which is why I was so, I guess, not sure about this mission, because I don't actually do this mission too often. So yeah, I just kind of remembered that there was Junundu babies. And we needed to save and wasn't sure exactly like where to go or how to go about, which is why you see me like fumbling around. Yeah, so this part, hopefully it won't be too tough. Hopefully our heroes and whatnot are built for it. But yeah. Okay, I'm going to end the stream now. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in the next one. But we'll continue getting through the desolation with Palawa Joko. Okay. Bye-bye.